Kalilal Wahawala Yahweh Shai Basham Kakudash. All honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this word and truth and in sincerity. And Brother Manata, okay, again with a video. We're going straight into it because this is all happening in real time right now in the world, right? Um, between Israel and Gaza, you know, I mean, the war. So, like, you know, Israel and Gaza, Israel and Iran, so, like, for that, you speak. Yeah, they at the cusp of war right now. You understand? Right now, war is in the air heavy. You know, because even Trinidad and Venezuela have intentions right now. Don't know if you all knew that. Right now, we could end up in something with them as well. Right? That's the days the one that going on right now. It's a breaking video reportedly captures an Israeli Iron Dome missile battery moving near Silwad, West Bank tonight. Multiple Israeli sources note heightened activity of air defense units near key locations across the country. Yeah. So they looking to boil up the war with Iran and I mean, you know, the whole Gaza thing is an ongoing something. Right? I don't know why not I'm not going to see less of the article and more about this moving but nevertheless. Right, is our next article. It says breaking central Israeli's hospital system is instructed to ready itself for casualties. Center Center hospitals were instructed to prepare for emergencies. Renewed security from from the field without sensors. Translated from Hebrew to the article. Yeah, so they're preparing the infrastructure for the backlash of what they're about to do, right? Because I mean, nobody's going to lie down or sit down and take this now. And I mean, everybody have a stake, and the opposing nations going to use it. Another article. It's a White House envoy Steve Witkoff privately warned top Senate Republicans that Iran's retaliation to an Israel strike on its nuclear program could overwhelm Israel defenses and cause mass damage and casualties. See, and we just read the article saying that they're preparing the hospitals for casualties. And the next article, it's a all these items from Twitter by the way. It's a Israel has declared a nationwide state of emergency. Sirens are spreading in Israel. Breaking. Israel declares state of emergency amid fears of imminent Iran retaliation here. You understand? So they poke in the bear. Well, not the bear, but you know what I mean. That's the old adage or analogy goes, right? You don't poke the bear. Right? It's a breaking. Netanyahu is convening the cabinet at this time from a bunker. So he already safe. He already seek safety. Breaking Israeli senior official preparing for days of battle here. Israel arming up, they're preparing. Right, Iranian outlets claim that Iran will declare war on Israel and retaliate soon. Could be in the next half an hour. This is in front of the Israeli embassy in the US right now. Where the poor barricades because they know they put right now the heightened protests concerning the whole anti-ICE, you know what I mean, movement. And now this. You understand? So the tension tick. You understand? The tension tick over there right now already as is on this. Wow. See what this article says. Oh, I said it's a now security fencing and increased police presence are being set up near the Israeli embassy in Washington D.C. You understand? Look at that. They're preparing for war. They're preparing for any form of backlash that they could receive. All right. They're preparing for the cost. For the cost. All right. And once again, there's another trademark E. There's another train like a he walk. I mean, he was blessed with the sword, you know. And the thing about it is, they stand to claim heavy financial gain from the whole takeover of Gaza. You know what I mean? It ended up spilling over to Iran because Iran say we want to take this thing now. If all they do this, we go retaliate, and they did. They did push, so they're about to be what pushed back, right? I'm gonna bring some precepts here. There's Psalms 140. Start that one. Let's see. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. Deliver me, O your heart, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief. Only are they gathered together for what? Yeah. When they gather together, they talk about all the ways they could remain in power, all the ways to oppress other nations. Right? They say they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Others, poison is under their lips. Selah. Yeah, poison. Because they say one thing and they do another. Right? Now let me go. Still in the book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. You understand? They were drawn swords, right? So they go like for instance, they bring across things real nice to the public. For example, when there was in Iraq in the Iraqi situation, when they say they kill umpteen insurgents. What the fuck is an insurgent? You understand? They just label them insurgents, right? That's what they do. They label them insurgents, not knowing it could be children they're talking about for all we know. You know what I mean? It could be a hospital, they blow up a kindergarten. We don't fucking know. But all they saying on the side, yeah, we kill a band of insurgents and all that bullshit. You understand? Just acquire whatever goal or agenda they had set out to acquire. Right? They merciless. Right? And now nations acquire, everybody have a big stick. Right? I'm gonna go to Psalms 49 and verse 11. It said their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call the lands after their own names. Yeah, because even Donald Trump say, well, thinking I'm meeting within the high-ranking officials, he say they would like to turn the Gaza Strip into the Ibiza or the Middle East or something along them lines. A big resort, something here like a fucking tourist attraction, a getaway, this kind of way. Okay, I remember Donald Trump is a businessman first before a fucking president of any sort. He's a businessman first. So he wouldn't take an action, you understand, without thinking 10, 15 steps ahead. And we know they've been planning this years ago. That is how they are, this is how they roll, this is one of the characteristics. You understand? So we know what is imminent. And we know this also through prophecies. We know it by prophecies first, actually. And then, well, we see it all play out, right? So now we'll bring out the prophecy now. The book of Joel 3. And I will start from 10. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Yeah. So now all these nations who could not have opposed them the way they're opposing them now. You understand? All right. Because we know Israel is backed heavily by America. All right. Heavy. That's how they get Israel to begin with. Well, through Britain, but still, you know that the main defense does come from America. Right? It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong, yeah? So all these other little nations who couldn't say they were strong 10, 15 years ago, boy, like they take steroids, can now they ready, right? Verse 11, it says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen and gather yourselves together round about thither, because the mighty cause the mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Yeah, because at the end of the day, the heathens is the ones who mighty on the earth right now, not the holy ones. Alright? But it's just for now. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat or Yahweh Shaphat, which is a bit, if I'm not mistaken, if memory serves me correct, it means the Yahweh's judgment. So it should read, come up to the valley of Yahweh's judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Yeah. Understand? That way you can kick off from. You understand? The Middle East. It say, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fat overflow, for the wickedness is great. Yeah. Remember, I wish I say, well, I wish I'll show the wide press what alone. You understand? So the judgment is about to spill all the way out. The vials are about to be emptied. Right? So I hope, the Akim who listening and watching, I hope they're ready mentally, spiritually. Right? To everybody else, hey, all you know is all you lot, doom and gloom. Right? So that I just wanna say I hope it was edifying and enlightening through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai Bashem Kakodash. Until next time, Shalom.